Okay, well, here's the Junior Dragster and nothing but just about a frame. Well, you might be wondering why. It's racing season. Well, on Saturday in May 2010, I got in a wreck. What happened was, well, it was windy, and I was in Salem, Ohio, and the winds were blowing from right to left. Let me try this. From about left to right. I mean right to left, going about 40 miles an hour. So, and also it was raining a little bit, so the track was also a little bit wet. So I started my run by doing my burnout and backing up. Then I staged the car. Well then, so the light turns green, I go. The 60-foot time was 0.4 of a second slower. And then I get down to the 330 foot, and the car starts feeling a little bit weird and starts moving like a little bit back and forth. So I get off the gas, and that's what these dotted lines mean, and I'm just basically coasting and putting on a little bit of brake. And 60 foot, that's the finish line. I get my time of going 65 miles per hour and going 8.89 seconds. So I still keep on coasting, and then the car moves back and forth some more. So first it comes over, and I try and keep the wheel straight. The car then swerves over this way, and then up a little. And then it goes into the other lane and almost hits a Jersey barrier. The car flips over onto its left side, and then goes about 40 feet, and then it flips over onto the right side and stops. I was in the left lane, the other person was in the right lane. Their run was fine. I don't know. But that's all that basically happened. I was okay, nothing hurt me at all, luckily. But the car is kind of damaged. Since the first side was hit, as you can see, and this is made out of chrome moly, this entire part is ground down flat. And let's just say that the diameter of pipe would only be, let's say this pipe is only 65 thousandths of an inch thick. Well, this is so flat and ground down, it might have taken off 20 to 40 thousandths of an inch. So this pipe is junk and it needs to be replaced. And then right here, there's nothing there. And whenever I flipped on, it was on this rim, this one was on the left side, what I'm pointing to, and this bead lock is all chewed up from being scraped, which means that the sidewall of this tire had to be pushed in a lot, and that isn't good. So that needs replaced. The bowl in the carburetor got a hole in it. That's not good. And then there's also a little plunger screw that's on the right side of the carburetor, on the throttle side where the throttle linkage hooks up. That fell off, so that needs replaced. And there was a light up here that broke off. And there's a wheel hub, well, not this one, but on this side, it's inside the trailer. That's bent. None of the rims are bent, but the wheel hub on the left side is. Whenever it flipped on to the right side, that's all it did. Just that, but it isn't even, well, this bar is going to be replaced because of that, but this right here is nothing big. The body got damaged a little, but didn't really look any different because it already kind of was whenever we got the car. But my arm restraints really helped a lot. They kept my arms from falling off, because whenever I had them in the car, I am not able to lift my arms above the steering wheel. Well, I'm able to, but only about a few inches, like 2 inches. Like, my arms cannot even pass up the windshield whenever I am inside the car. I see some other people that are on the racetrack and their arm restraints do nothing. One run, I saw somebody, I was in the stands, they actually waved their hand to the other person because the one person red light. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, it's not safe. So, my arms are okay, and my head moved a lot, moved around a little bit, but no damage. Helmet might need replaced. These impact belts helped, and people say that these are not safe because they were dated back in '06 whenever they were buying their fake SFI stickers. Well, obviously they saved me, so to me they work great. Nothing's wrong with the steering, except the only thing that went wrong whenever it fell on its left side was this rim got chewed up a little bit, and this cap that goes over the nut that holds on the wheel. That's basically it. What I'm going to do is we're going to get this bar cut off, and then we're going to call up halfscale and see if we could just order just this front bar, because that's the only one that's ruined. Then we're going to also get helmet bars put in, even though it isn't needed. It'll still make the cage a lot stronger. And then possibly get the car painted before it all goes back together. The engine is in the trailer. And I'm just lucky. The ramps I had in the clutch were 15, 30, 24s, and whenever I left the starting line, it was a little bit wet, so it did nothing but a constant burnout. That's where I lost the 0.4 of a second in the 60 foot. And the 1-2 shift was a little bit kind of slippy, it didn't shift smoothly. And so I got off the gas because it started moving, because I was able to feel the car moving like this whenever I was going down the track from the wind. So I just get off the gas, start coasting, and then everything happened so quickly whenever I passed the finish line. Just moved straight over, flipped on its left side, wind caught it and moved it over this way, moved it up, and then it flipped over on its right side. And I just sit, and whenever it was done, I was just sitting inside here with the car on these two bars on the ground. These two. So the paramedics come down, see if I was okay. I was alright, nothing hurt me. I just wanted to get the car back up on all the wheels because, well, I was just sitting sideways, just strapped in, and it felt kind of uncomfortable. But that's all that really happened. So just need to get that fixed, and we're going to try and get back out to the racetrack, and we want to be back by about June 6th. So we will see if that happens. Alright.